Good evening, everyone. Welcome back again in another weekly market outlook. Hope you are good. Do you hear me? All right, thank you very much. So, let's move on to the weekly market outlook for the next week. Hope that week was good for all of you. First of all, if anyone want to join us, just simply head to the techtradingacademy.com and check the levels. Levels are there, and if you are looking for further information, just simply fill that form and send that form to me for further information. Sound is there? Yes, sound is there. Do you hear me? Sound is there? All right. Thank you. So let's move on. So if you are looking for further information, just fill the form and send the form to me for further information. All right. And if you are looking for social sites for following me, just simply head to my trading view profile and check the signature box. You're gonna see the links are there. All right. Just click on the setup and check the signature box. You're gonna see the links are there. All right, so there are links for following me on social sites. Okay, now let's get back to the next week weekly market outlook. Yeah, this week is about to over within next couple of hours, and let's get ready for the next week. All right, and prepare yourself over the weekend for next week. So dollar index. Okay, so you guys know that dollar index is still there within that ascending wedge, and we are tracking the ascending wedge since last couple of months. Yeah, so looking for it to draw from that top. Yeah, and every time when it was coming at the top, we were looking for it to go down. So last time when it went up, we were expecting it to go lower again from that top. And last week, if you guys remember that, I was showing you something like flat formation, yeah, at this area, this flat formation to go lower. So price is pushing lower, and we are having EU election result next week, and we are expecting that the dollar gonna stay under pressure next week. All right, so a bigger image, you guys understand that what is the bigger image? Bigger image is same, and on the lower time frame, this expanding triangle to go lower. All right, this expanding triangle to continue to go lower. All right, so this is what we were expecting last week. We got that, and for next week, correct over there. All right, and go lower. Okay, so next week you're looking for this to continue to go lower, and once price gonna come close to the lower wedge line, just simply watch it to go lower, break that wedge. If not going to break that wedge, all right, so correction there and turn to go lower and break that wedge. If wedge not gonna break, there gonna be one more up move like that. All right, like that, one more up move. All right, and again draw from that top to the downside. All right, so nothing new on the dollar index, and hope you guys remember that dollar index, what it is doing since June 2018 until now. It is still within that wedge and slowly pushing up and getting a rejection from that top. And similar analysis on the euro dollar. I hope you guys remember the last week analysis. All right, so price was running within that wedge, bounced off. That's what we were expecting. And last week, if you guys remember that, I have shown you the the flat formation, something like that, to hold and continue to go higher. This flat formation, all right, and hold this bottom and continue to go higher. So price bounced off very aggressively for upside. Now the next week you are looking for this to correct. It is correcting on lower time frame and pushing higher. So next week it to correct and continue to go higher. A reversal, breakout of that wedge and continue to go higher. All right. So if price not gonna continue to go higher and going to push down slowly the way it has done there these areas and going to test the bottom again. Yeah. So look for it to reverse from that bottom and the wedge you are having on the daily time frame, that wedge to break up and euro dollar to reverse. All right, so we are expecting this to break up next week. All right, this to break up next week, correct on a bigger time frame and reverse the trend for longer term. All right. So far, you're looking for this trade to complete. All right, for next week, this trade to complete or break up. Yeah, we are already long on the euro dollar in our room. We were expecting it to reverse from the bottom, and yeah, it just reversed very aggressively. We were waiting for that to reverse from that bottom. So on lower time frame it is correcting. All right, so you can see that it is correcting and pushing higher. All right, correcting, yeah, correcting, yeah, another correction or get down back to the bottom and continue to go higher. Yeah, if break down that trend, go lower, test the bottom and longer term reversal. All right, so it's easy to what euro is doing. Euro is slowly pushing lower, forming new lows or testing the previous lows and just getting rejection very aggressively for upside. So your trade should be reversal on it rather than for continuation to the downside. Yeah, if you're selling the euro at the bottom, make sure you trade with care. All right, and there you got the dollar sheaf. Interesting pair. All right, let me check the telegram. Just 1 second, guys. Do you hear me? All right. Do you hear me? Yeah. Okay. So dollar sheaf, yeah, dollar sheaf was at that top. You guys remember that, and we were looking for it to drop from that top. All right. So finally, price is going lower from that top, and last week, if you guys remember that, we were having a correction over there. Yeah, that correction, and we were expecting that correction to break and continue to go lower. Yeah, so it broke out, pushing lower. Both are doing well. So yeah, I have shared that my entries with you guys if you remember, and shown you that last week as well, I think. And all right, so that's what we were looking for. So that was the entries, all right, on the dollar sheaf. Yeah, so dollar sheaf, we were selling it that from that top and also selling for more downside. Yeah, so it's going down, and that's the updated chart. Yeah, we are still looking for it to go all the way back to that bottom. So this is the zone where we are, looking for this to go that up to this or lower than that. 92 in longer run. 92 in longer run. All right, so all the way continue to go lower. There is possibility that the dollar sheaf still can go higher for one more up move like that. All right, it still can go higher. Then we're gonna take that money there, and we're gonna let that one more to happen like that. Yeah, and then from new high to go lower. Every time when dollar sheaf gonna go high, you guys can see that entries over there. Yeah, every time when dollar sheaf gonna form new high, we will sell it. We will trade into this direction. All right, we will sell. We were selling there. We were selling there. charts were there already. All right, so dollar chief chart is there. We were expecting it to drop from there. It went lower. All right, so we were expecting it to go lower from there. Yeah, it went lower. All right, so we were expecting it to go lower from that top. All right, so it went lower. Okay, so last time we were expecting it to go lower from that area, that top. It went lower but did not continue the trend. All right, so we will keep repeating that as long as price keep forming new high or keep testing that top. All right, so the bigger way we are expecting it to go into that direction, the 92. So those guys who are saying that, just look at that on the comment sections. Yeah, what people saying. And you're still dreaming, all right? Just look at that. You're still dreaming. No clue at all how market moves. Yeah, where it is going right now. It is going down and we are in. All right, it's going down and we are in. Just look at that. It's going down and we are in. So you don't have a clue. All right. So those who understand this structure, they know where price gonna go. So what possibility exists over there? I have even shown you that in the previous week as well. Yeah. So that one more up move can happen. Currently, we are not expecting that. We are expecting that to continue to go lower. Okay. That one more up bullish move can happen over there like this. All right. And we will be seller again from that top. The way I have just shown. So what's next for the next week? All right, so the next week we are currently looking for this to continue to go lower like that. All right, just continue to go lower and correct again, right, the way it has done already. That correction to form and the next leg to appear over there. All right, or this to go higher there. All right, so from trend line, hold it, go for one more up move, or break this trend, the trend which I have just shown you. All right, so next week we are expecting another correction, that correction to form, and then dollar shift to continue to go lower. And gold, all right, so gold to go higher for one more up move. All right, so gold to go back up for one more up move. All right, so this wedge to break up, go for one more up move and then drop. So we are looking for this to continue to go higher, and it is forming a correction. Yeah, and this correction to break out and continue to go higher next week, all right? This correction to break out and continue to go higher. If that correction is not going to break up, going down, testing the bottom, or forming new low, yeah? So just reversal wedge to break up for more upside. All right, so this wedge to go higher for one more up move, yeah? And silver, yeah, palladium is same like last week. Palladium hasn't changed a lot. Palladium hasn't changed a lot. All right, so we are still looking for palladium to break that correction and continue to go higher, or form one more wave to the downside and then continue to go higher. So palladium is similar like the last week. All right, and silver also bounced off last week. If you guys remember that, I was showing you the similar kind of structure. Yeah, this, I mean, descending wedge, right? So we were expecting it to reverse from that bottom. So it reversed from that bottom. Now we are looking for this wedge to break out and continue to go higher, or go down for one more drop like that. One more drop, all right, new low like that, and go higher. All right, so that's the wave you guys should catch. All right, so just simply go to the lower time frame, and similar kind of correction is just forming over there, the correction which I have just shown you on the gold. All right, and this is your trend which is just building over there within that wedge. All right, and that correction to break out and continue to go higher. Okay, if not, pushing up slowly for one more up move, going down. You can trade like that for one more drop short term to the downside. All right, but again, look for it to reverse from the new low. We already long on the silver from the low. The chart I have just shown you, yeah, they posted on the trading view. And dollar CAD is interesting. All right, so the longer term direction which we are looking for on the dollar CAD is to break down. All right, but there is possibility, yes, similar again like last week, we are trading within that correction, the correction which is just forming over there. Yeah, that correction can push up for one more up move like that. Okay, like that. Same again like last week, it can push up for one more up move, and this is the trade we should catch in longer run to the downside on the dollar CAD. On lower time frame, you're looking for it to draw from the top, yeah, and last week, if you remember that, yeah, I was showing you that. So we traded there, yeah, we traded there, and we are trading again to the downside. Okay, and watching this bottom to break and continue to go lower. Yeah, if we're not gonna see that breakout, we're gonna look for it to go for one more up move. Yeah, it can continue for one more up move. The bigger chart I have just shown you, it can go for one more up move, and we will be seller again from the new high. Yeah, we are selling at these tops. So same again, it is very much similar like the last week. It hasn't changed a lot. So you're looking for it to form, it is forming a correction, form a correction, this correction to break down and continue to go lower, or dollar CAD to test the top. Okay, this correction to do that. Okay, this wave to appear like this, or dollar CAD to slightly push up, test that top, and then drop again. All right, so that's the trade you guys should consider next week. All right, if break the top, go higher, go, I mean, test 36, 1.36, 1.3550. Yeah, so sell it again from those areas. It's a good price to go for short on the dollar CAD. Okay, and Kiwi dollar is also similar like last week. It hasn't changed a lot. Okay, this is what we are looking for. It slightly went lower. All right, it slightly went lower. So this week, the upcoming week, right? So you're looking for this ABC move to go into that direction, this trade. Okay, there are going to be a very good opportunities when price going to start to go into that direction. Yeah, so just simply go to your lower time frame. All right, so 15-minute time frame. You see that price is forming those corrections. Yeah, just keep forming those corrections and keep pushing higher all the way back to that top. The bigger time frame chart I have just shown you. Keep forming those corrections. Yeah, form another one. Yeah, similar like that, and break out and continue to go higher. Yeah, when you're gonna see that this correction is not going to continue to go higher, and this trend is going to break down aggressively like that, and correcting, prices correcting, one more drop, again reverse from the bottom. All right, so Kiwi dollar, same like the last week, but forming a very good opportunity for longer term reversal. All right, and there you got the Aussie dollar, US dollar weekly chart. I think I have shown you many times, guys. Yeah, this is what we are looking for. This is our longer term, forecast. Euro, Australian dollar, US dollar to go lower. Yeah, we were expecting that move to happen, that one more drop to happen. All right, and I hope that you have seen that this chart. Okay, we were expecting that one more drop to happen, so that drop happened. Now we are expecting this one more, this move. Yeah, and price already holding the bottom, and this wave. All right, that chart. Okay, so price to go into that direction, so it's building the momentum for upside at the bottom, and there on 15-minute time frame, correct, continue, correct, continue, correct, continue, break the top and continue to go higher. If not, go down for one more drop, similar like that, and reverse again from the bottom. All right, so it's easy. The structure which is Aussie dollar, US dollar is forming. It's easy to understand that. Okay, we were looking for it to reverse from that bottom, these areas in our room. Okay, so it is going test hitting the first target, but we are looking more upside. Okay, more upside. So let's get down to your 15-minute time frame and similar analysis, the analysis which I have just shown you on the Kiwi dollar US dollar chart. Okay, correct, continue, correct, continue. Okay, expanding triangle, corrections are forming, correct, take off, correct, take off, continue to go higher. Yeah, if not taking off, going down for one more drop, testing the bottom, this area. Okay, look for it to buy again. Bigger chart you have just seen on the 4-hour time frame to daily and weekly time frame. All right, so you know that what it is doing now and where to look for buy on it. So the dollar yen corrected, yeah, 4-hour corrections appeared over there, and dollar yen started to go lower. So we were expecting that correction to appear over there. We have seen that correction, and that correction is just pushing lower. Yeah, so for next week there is possibility that the dollar yen can turn into another formation, and that formation gonna be a flat formation. Yeah, so first of all, let's check what the dollar yen chart is doing. I think I have let me check if I have posted chart over there or not. Maybe not. I haven't updated that chart. All right, so this is going down here, right? So it's a forming, it is forming correction, and we are looking for this to go lower, correct, go lower, correct, and hit the 105 or 99 in longer run. All right, so there is possibility that the dollar yen can do this next week, right? That correction, and then drop. All right, then that drop. So chart was very much similar like to the euro yen. Yeah, I have I think I'm actually looking chart on the somewhere else. Let me check if I got that chart in another channel. Yeah, there you got. Okay, so this is the correction which we were expecting. No, that's what we are looking for. Dollar yen to continue to go lower. We were expecting this to correct. Yeah, correct. And continue. It corrected and pushing lower. Yeah, a different pattern formation there. Flat formation can happen over there. But after having that flat formation, we still gonna search that wave. Just continue to go into that direction. All right, there. Okay, so a flat formation, something like that. Okay, so you can trade next week for short-term buy at on the dollar yen from that bottom. Okay, it shouldn't break. It should not break. Yeah, that short-term up, short-term trade for buy, and once price going to complete that flat formation, the next leg, the next impulsive wave to appear over there on the dollar yen, and dollar yen to continue to go lower. How to trade for short-term buy? Once price going to hit the bottom, tag the bottom, simply get to the 15-minute time frame. We were expecting even this to continue to go lower in our morning meeting. Yeah, so we got that one more leg. Okay, so this to hit that bottom and repeat this price behavior at the current price. Once price gonna hit that bottom, repeat that, hit and do this and go back up. All right, if this price action is not going to happen, price is not going to do this, aggressively breaking down, you don't have a buy setup over there. Yeah, then what price gonna do? Price gonna form the next impulsive wave, gonna correct and gonna continue to go lower. Similar analysis on this pair, right? So we were having same analysis on the euro yen chart as well. So we were having a correction over there. We were expecting that correction to happen. That correction appeared, and that correction, all right, we were expecting that correction to happen. Correction appeared and price is just pushing lower. All right, so correction was in the form of expanding triangle. All right, so it was in the form of expanding triangle. All right, so let me check if I got that chart. All right, so we were expecting this trade. All right. Yeah, so that short-term trade to happen. All right, so that trade is, I mean, happened, but the formation is not the flat. Formation is different. The formation is expanding triangle. Right, this is the formation, expanding triangle, and price is just hitting the bottom. Now we are looking for this to happen first of all. Okay, this is our priority. Just continue for the next leg. Okay, so if we're not gonna get that next leg, we'll take that. I mean, uh, I mean, the shot there, and we'll search another up move like that at this area. Okay, this up move, right? That up move. Okay, so next week you can consider that short-term buy, and once price is gonna hit that top, watch it to continue to go lower for next wave to the downside. Okay, this is first of all we are looking for, but this is not in line with the fundamentals. Okay, this is what we are expecting. This is the euro yen to do. Okay, we are selling the euro yen. You guys remember that from those areas. You see that? It's just moving as we are expecting euro yen to do. How many times we have seen a very nice opportunities in that wave? All right. So first one was there, second one was there, third one was there, and fourth one I have just shown you at this area, this trade, which is just trading the target. All right. So very nice pair. I mean, euro yen is behaving very nicely. So from the bottom, all right, from that bottom, similar analysis like the dollar yen. Okay, hold that bottom, and from that bottom to go back up for one more up move. All right, so don't break down, go back up. All right, and from that top, hold it and continue to go lower. If this move is going to be very aggressive means that if euro is going to get very strong, we're not going to go for this trade. We will take off and we will start to buy the euro yen for upside. Okay, this move can happen over there because of the EU election result. Right, so that we are actually expecting strength on the euro after having the outcome on the EU elections. If we not gonna get strength on the euro, we will stick to to the the weaknesses on the euro on some major pairs like euro yen continue to go lower, euro New Zealand dollar to reverse, euro Australian dollar to reverse, continue to go lower. Yeah, euro New Zealand dollar, euro Australian dollar, those going to be the good trade for selling the euro. Yeah, and euro dollar going to be the best trade for buy in case of euro is going to get strong. All right, euro dollar going to reverse, going to break up the wedge and going to continue to go higher. Yeah, oh, euro going to get strong across the market, but which pair to choose, which where to trade, you have to make a decision. All right, and there where you should work, where you should put your money, if you don't understand that. Okay, so CAD yen, very much similar like that. We were expecting CAD yen to continue to go lower like the other yen pairs, correct and continue to go lower. It corrected and went lower. So we went short in it, and we are currently looking for this to continue to go lower. All right, so that wave to happen. All right, so correct like the way it has done there or there. Yeah, or that this correction. Yeah, the bigger one. Yeah, I have shown you that chart. We were selling the dollar CAD yen from these areas. All right, so even selling there as well. Yeah, so the big wave is just happening over there, not just there. Yeah, we were not we were not seller on the dollar CAD yen from there. We were seller on the CAD yen from there. Big drop is ahead. Isn't that a big drop? Yeah, big drop is ahead. Isn't that a big drop? Yeah. So price started to drop from 89 to 77. So how many pips were there? 900 plus 300. All right. So 1200. Isn't that a big wave? If it is not a big wave for you or big drop, then you should work on wave trading. You should learn the wave trading, all right? Okay, so this is also a big drop, the drop which we were expecting from these areas. We are still expecting the CAD yen to just keep going lower. Yeah, these areas just keep going lower. All right, just keep going lower all the way back to that bottom, hit that area. And you guys know that what's happening with the between the China and the US. Okay, so similar analysis for the next week like other yen pairs. All right, so flat formation to form, first of all, break down and continue to go lower. Okay, that's our focus, that the CAD yen to break and continue to go lower. All right, if not, then hold the bottom, just simply go back up for one more up move, short term buy. Right, from that bottom, short term buy, similar price action like the previous one, and once price gonna hit the top, continue. Yeah, that next trade. So these two trades you're focusing. All right, that and that. Okay, if breaking lower, you don't have a sell setup over there, you cannot sell. How do you place your stop loss? All right, so I cannot tell you everything here, how to place stop loss and where to put stop loss. All right, can't tell you everything there. All right, that's not a free stuff, my friend, first of all, but I can give you a clue. Okay, I can give you a clue. All right, when there is a trend, okay, when market is forming a trend, yeah, price moves, you know, in waves. All right, moves in waves. Price form impulse, form correction, form impulse, form correction. So you can use the impulse to put your stop loss. Yeah, in trending market, price will not violate the impulse. Okay, I can just give you an example. All right, so this is your impulse, price never went beyond that. All right, that's your impulse, price never went beyond that. That's your impulse, price never went beyond that. That's your impulse, price never went beyond that after having that correction. Okay, similar way, this is a correction, that's your impulse, price never went beyond that. All right, so impulse is a safe place to put stop loss. Impulse, we simply call that impulse generation point in our room. Okay, so there you got the Aussie Yen, guys. Aussie Yen is also going down. You know that what we were looking for on this pair, we were expecting that to go down from that top. So it's still going down from that. All Yen pairs are going down. Yeah, so somewhere there, I think chart is there on the trading view. You guys can have that chart. Let me quickly find that chart for you. All right, so we were short on the old yen pairs, right? There you got that shot. So we're still expecting Aussie yen to continue to go lower. Okay, so it's still going down, but there is possibility exists that the Aussie yen can get back. Currently, we are not expecting that move, but that wave can happen over there. Currently, we are not looking for that by similar analysis like the other yen pairs. All right, so it is at the bottom, short term buy, go back up, flat formation, and next we continue to go lower. Yeah, if take off aggressively, okay, then stay in. Yeah, get this flat formation. Okay, that's your trade for next. We short them by. Yeah, if take off aggressively, form correction. All right, so this move means that there is no trade war. All right, so things are not getting worse between US and China. All right, so as long as things are worse between them, uh, yen will keep getting strong. Okay, and you are looking for it to continue to go lower after having that correction. All right, so just simply a short-term buy. All right, and this pair also about to complete the wave which we were expecting from that top. Now, where are those people? I mean, the people who were talking about that chart, the chart which I have posted at that time. Yeah, shown that a couple of times ago as well. So people, some comments were removed over there. You guys can see that comments were removed from moderators. Right, now this wave is happening. You see that completed almost at the bottom. All right, now what's next? The next is that we are still looking for the Kiwi Yen to stay under pressure, but we are not looking for big move over there at the moment on the Kiwi Yen because it has already completed that move. All right, so what it can do, it can stay under pressure, similar way like the other yen pairs. Yeah, it slowly can keep pushing lower, forming correction, keep pushing lower, but at some point we're gonna see that move. All right. Okay, so currently we are not ready for that move. We are not expecting that because fundamentals are not telling us that that is going to happen. When fundamentals gonna be favorable, we're gonna start to look for that wave, right? So which means that Kiwi Yen still can push slightly lower up to that bottom or up to this area, this low. All right, and you don't have a lot of room over there for downside on the Kiwi Yen. All right, and the next move gonna be all right into that direction. All right, this move, another correction and then drop or total rise. Okay, so fundamentals are not favorable for that wave. Okay, so fundamentals are not favorable for that wave. Okay, fundamentals are still showing us that it will stay under pressure for a continuation to the downside for a couple of more pips to the downside, and then price gonna bounce off to the upside. So how you can trade? The question is how you can trade. You can trade in the similar way the way I have just shown you the other yen pairs. So short term buy from the bottom, all right, a flat formation or just you know like something like that. All right. Currently it is forming a different pattern than the others. It is forming expanding triangle. All right, a short term buy from the bottom, short term buy, yeah, and if take off, correct, stay in. Okay, if not take off, yeah, go higher, struggle there, yeah, one more drop. Okay, so chief yen is also similar like that. Okay, we are expecting chief yen to go back up. Yeah, actually, chief is getting strong than the other. I mean, against the yen than the other pairs, other major pairs. All right, so there is possibility that the chief yen can take off and can go back up all the way back to that top, or worse things can push it lower for one more drop. Yeah, worst thing means that US China trade war still can push this pair for one more drop to the downside. Yeah, so how you can trade? You can trade once as long as price going to stay above the trend, short term buy. Yeah, short term buy, and the price to keep pushing higher. Yeah, so short term. Let me draw in a different way. All right, so like that. Okay, come hit the bottom, go back up for one more up move like that. Okay, go back up. Okay, once you can see that the trend which is just there, yeah, trend is breaking down aggressively, no buying over there. Okay, let it correct under that and continue to go lower for one more drop. All right, you know that we are bullish, we are bearish on the dollar sheaf. That means this will keep pushing higher. Yeah, it will not fall aggressively to the downside if yen is going to get strong. Okay, so on pound pairs, we are neutral at the moment. All right. So on the pound pairs, we are neutral at the moment, and we are expecting two kind of behaviors: either correct and continue on pound pairs, or rise and reverse. Okay, correct, continue, or rise aggressively, correct and reverse. Okay, so this analysis is gonna be same almost on all pound pairs. Yeah, so price action gonna confirm that which way we should trade. All right, so I can even show you on a lower time frame what to do. You see that the price is still in a bearish trend and pushing lower. That's the trend. Okay, this trend to break up aggressively, yeah, it has to correct. All right, and that's how you can trade. All right, yeah, so before you buy, you watch for that trend to break up, continue, and then you're gonna start to buy pound yen for upside. All right, currently you know that there is uncertainty into the in the UK. Prime Minister is going to resign on 7th of going to leave the the leadership of the Conservative Party. Means that there is more uncertainty. All right, so maybe she's gonna resign, Yeah, you can go to the Forex calendar and you can check all news over there. Okay, so simply that means there is more uncertainty. Yeah, more uncertainty means that a pound gonna stay under pressure. So that's why we are neutral. We want to see more price action before we start I mean, before I give you a clear direction that which way you should trade. Okay, so during the next week, price action gonna confirm the direction. Either either we are, I mean, I mean, we're gonna see a reversal or we're gonna see continuation. All right. So let's move on to the other pound pairs. Same analysis on the same analysis on the this is distracting, all right? So let's stop this. All right. So pound dollar. Okay, so pound dollar currently is forming forming an expanding triangle. We are not expecting a downside on the pound dollar, all right? We are not expecting this move. All right, this is not our preferred direction on the pound dollar. All right, so our preferred direction is this. Okay, the preferred direction is the pound dollar to reverse. So for longer term we are bullish on the pound, but for short term we are neutral. Short to medium term we are neutral. We are waiting for more price action to happen, and and the pound dollar to just reverse. All right, so we are expecting this head and shoulder formation to play. All right, this head and shoulder formation to play. All right, this head and shoulder formation to reverse. Okay, easy stuff. What it is doing, it is forming struggling. Yeah, it is struggling. So your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder, and this to hold that right shoulder, and this impulse to hold and pound to take off for longer term. So you can't be you can't be bearish on the pound dollar, and you can't be bearish on the dollar index at the same time. All right, so fundamental news, it's a complete understanding of the market. Yeah, so I mean, when you look at the calendar, I mean, let's open this calendar. All right, so when you look at the calendar, and there are news events. Okay, you see that there are news event. Okay, there is a news event. So by just looking at this news event does not mean you understand the fundamentals. All right, so you have to understand the complete picture, complete image, what a country is doing, how they are performing, how their economy is performing, and how their economic indicators are doing. Either they are getting strong, either they are getting weak. All right, so you have to look at the whole economy, not just one, this one news event. All right, it's a you have to understand the whole image, whole picture. Yes, sometimes the some countries, they depend on a single indicator. They closely watch that indicator, how that indicator, economic indicator, is behaving. All right, if that economic indicator is not behaving well, yeah, their policy not gonna, I mean, they're gonna they can, I mean, they can be dovish towards their policy statements, or monetary policy, which means that their currency can get affected. So if we talk about the Australian dollar, Australia at the moment, yeah, so I mean, they depend on the Chinese, at the Chinese, I mean, economy, yeah, and the Chinese growth is going to, I mean, forecast is that their economy is going to get slow in the 2019. Yeah, if so, then those countries which depend on the China, like New Zealand and like Australia, their economy also going to get affected. All right, their currency is not going to get strong, and currently that's what's happening right now. All right, so China going to get slow. Chinese economy getting slow, and with them, Kiwi getting weaker. Yeah, Australian dollar getting their economy is also getting slow, yeah, and their currencies are going down. So that's why they are cutting their interest rate. All right. So when they will keep cutting their interest rate, currency not gonna get strong. So it's a complete picture, not just one fundamental. All right. One fundamental news. So on pound dollar, we are expecting strength. Let's get back to the lower time frame. You are looking for this trend, the trend which is very much similar to the pound yen chart. Okay, this trend which is just appearing over there. All right, that trend to break up, and it's picking up. All right, it's picking up. Pound is picking up. Pound is trying to reverse. Some price action is just appearing over there. Okay, so we were expecting in our morning meeting that to rise. Yeah, it is pushing up. Next week you're looking for that to correct and reverse. Okay, so just break down that time frame to lower, like 30-minute time frame. Okay, so similar analysis like the chief yen chart. All right, so you're looking for this correction to finish there somewhere there. Okay, and correct again and take off and reverse the trend. Okay, when this trend gonna break down means that there is one more drop for the downside, and price can test the bottom, the previous low. All right. Okay, and similar analysis on the chief yen. I will just simply show you the 1 hour time frame rather than the bigger time frame. Yeah, you guys gonna understand very quickly. Okay, so you see that the trend is going down. Okay, this trend needs to break up aggressively. Okay, correct and reverse. Okay, if not breaking up aggressively, correcting slowly. Yeah, there is no reversal. Yeah, pound will stay under pressure for more downside. Okay, so rather than looking at the bigger image, just simply draw that trend line, and you're expecting next week that downtrend to break up sharply, go through that trend line and reverse. Yeah, and you're looking for this to happen. Correct and go there. Okay, similar analysis on euro pound. Okay, I will show you the bigger image on this pair so that you can understand that what's happening. All right, so price is running within that. All right, within that formation. Okay, so and it can slowly push up like that up to there, and then we're gonna look for this big wave, the wave which we were expecting from that top. Okay, charts are there. Yeah, we were expecting that wave to happen. So similar kind of wave can happen over there after hitting that upper channel line. All right, currently we are not expecting that to happen. Yeah, we are not expecting price to keep pushing higher. We're expecting this trend to break down. All right, pound to get strong, and if we're gonna get that, we will be bearish in it. If we're not gonna get that, we're not gonna get the breakout of that trend, and price will keep forming those corrections, which is just forming right now. Yeah, it will stay bullish. It will keep pushing higher. You see that? Okay, it is still in a correction, okay, which can break up. It can form another one which can break up, and price can complete the wave over there and then again drop. So currently we are not expecting that. Yeah, this possibility exists over there because we are bullish on the euro against the euro dollar. Okay, that can happen. So even you can trade on that for short term. What we are looking for, all right, we are looking for short move there and correction and then go lower. That's our preferred direction. Okay, preferred price action. This aggressively break down that trend. All right, so same analysis on the pound CAD. All right, so pound CAD is slightly different than the others. All right, so on the pound CAD we are actually looking for this move to happen. All right, slightly different, that wave to happen. So simply get back to the lower time frame. All right, on 30-minute time frame or 1 hour time frame, the way I have just shown you other pound pairs. All right, so similar analysis on this. Okay, so this is going down. All right, and a breakout of that trend line. Okay, now I'm gonna remove that trend line. Gonna go to the lower time frame. Okay, gonna go to the 15-minute time frame. These corrections. All right, so next week you're looking for price to hold that trend, the trend which is just trying to appear over there. Okay, it's not strong. It is still under pressure. It's not so strong. All right, this too form another leg. Okay, another leg at this area, and correct. Okay, similar way and take off. Okay, this trend breakout means that one more drop is going to happen. Trade with care on the pound pairs. Okay, if you know how to trade on the pound pairs, then all right. If you don't know how to trade on the pound pairs, so my suggestion is that stay away. They are volatile and they can get more volatile in coming weeks. All right, next 1 to 2 weeks. So uh, at least do that. Okay, our preferred direction is this. Okay, that way to go, but there is possibility that pound Australian dollar still can go back after one more up move after hitting the bottom. So last week we were short on it. We were looking for pound Australian dollar to continue to go lower. Okay, so what you gonna do next week on this? Okay, flat formation or expanding triangle and go down. Okay, from that bottom, hold it, go back up or break the direction for longer term to the downside. Okay, simple analysis, expanding triangle. And there we can see one more up move as well. All right, so this is a structure where price can go both ways. That's why I said, guys, we are neutral on the pound pairs. We will make a decision based on the price action during the week, which way we should trade. Okay, it can go for one more up move or it can correct and can drop all the way back to that bottom. All right, so similar analysis like other pound pairs. It has to break up aggressively for upside. This trend, yeah, the corrective trend which is just there. All right, this corrective trend to break up, correct, and go back up, or test the previous high, and then continue to go lower for low downside. So Euro New Zealand dollar and Euro Australian dollar are the best pair in case if Euro is not going to get strong next week. Chart already there on the trading view. You guys can watch. You can have a look on that chart, right? Okay, but price action is really important. Okay, price action is really important because market keeps changing and you have to think again after having some new data on your chart. Okay, so this is what we are looking for. This is the preferred direction, but currently, as I said, there is EU elections. All right, and this pair still can keep pushing higher. Okay, it can still can do this. Okay, it can continue. This wave still in a play. All right, we don't have reversal so far on the Euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, it hasn't confirmed that the reversal is there. We don't have price action at there. Yeah, so we cannot see that the reversal. I mean, you guys don't have price action like that over there. So you cannot see that the reversal has begun over there on the Euro New Zealand dollar. All right, so EU elections going to give you a result on next Monday, and those elections can create a volatility. Yeah, if volatility is going to come, we will be bullish on the euro dollar. Euro dollar will break the wedge for upside. Yeah, we are already buyer over there on the euro dollar. That's what we are currently expecting. We're expecting some gap up over the weekend on the euro pairs. Make sure if you are a seller on the euro pairs, you are on break even over the weekend, or if possible, then take off your profit. All right, volatility can turn your good trades into a bad trades. All right, and volatility is expected over the weekend on the euro pairs. So what I said we are buyer on the euro dollar. Okay, we are buying the euro against the dollar. There we are more interested. Yeah, if we're not gonna get that trade, euro dollar is not going to reverse for longer term, then we're gonna target the Euro New Zealand dollar and Euro Australian dollar. Yeah, there you're gonna see big move. All right, so strength on the euro obviously gonna push these two pairs for upside, Euro New Zealand dollar and Euro Australian dollar as well. All right, then euro dollar gonna break up, which means that you shouldn't be a seller on the Euro New Zealand dollar, Euro Australian dollar, and you shouldn't be a buyer on the euro dollar at the same time. All right. So what I'm saying, in other words, diversify your risk. All right. So choose your trade with sense, with care. Where to open position, where not to open. Okay. So currently we were expecting it to go down within that channel. Short-term trade was there. It went lower. All right. And this to go back up for one more up move. All right. And then drop aggressively, or correct over there and continue to go lower. Yeah, we are expecting a sharp sell on it. Currently we don't have that. All right, which means that it still can go back up for one more up move. You guys can trade on this for short term, one more up move, that wave, and from that top look for it to drop. Similar analysis on the euro Australian dollar. Okay, I hope you guys understand. I've spoken a lot what to do. Okay, so we are looking for this trend to break. All right, this to break, that's our direction. Okay, but it can push up like that for one more up move. All right. All right, so trying to break down before you start to before, I mean, it confirmed the trend. So there you got the EuroCAD reverse from the bottom. Yeah, we were expecting it to reverse from that bottom, and it reversed from the bottom. And we are looking for the EuroCAD to just give us that wave, go all the way into that direction. All right, but there is possibility that the EuroCAD can slightly push higher and can get down again back to that bottom like last time. You guys remember that trade, all right? That trade. Okay, it can get down within that flat formation again. So what you're looking for next week on the EuroCAD, you're looking for this to continue to go higher. Just simply go back to the lower time frame on 15-minute to 30-minute time frame. All right, and next week that correction to continue to go higher. Okay, if breakdown test that bottom, again buy from the bottom. Okay, so cat chief. All right, so cat chief is also broke out. All right, so cat chief broke the correction and pushing lower. All right, so currently we are looking for this to continue to go lower. Yeah, looking for that to continue to go lower all the way back to that bottom. But there is possibility that it can still go back up for one more up move like that. Okay, it still can go back up for one more up move. All right, so currently looking for this correction to continue to go lower. That correction can get bigger, guys. Just make sure you don't trade on this pair, cat chief. It can get bigger like that and then break down. Okay, it can get bigger like that and then continuation to the downside. And on the EuroCAD, if you are a buyer on the Kiwi dollar, US dollar, then make sure you are a buyer on the Kiwi dollar, US dollar. Make sure you're a buyer on the Kiwi CAD as well at the same time. Okay, so either correct and drop. All right, either, let me check the bigger time frame. Either correct and go down, or go back up. All right, so on lower time frame you're looking for similar kind of analysis like the Kiwi dollar, US dollar. Yeah, so correction to form. Just one second, guys, bear with me. All right, so similar analysis like the Kiwi dollar, US dollar, correct? All right, and continue to go higher. Okay, if drop, correct, one more drop, new low, and again similar kind of price action. Okay, so oil drop obviously will drop the CAD as well, all right? And Uzi Chief is similar like the Euro Australian dollar or Uzi dollar US dollar, okay? But on Euro Australian dollar we are bearish and here we are bullish. Okay, so this trend to break out, correct, and go back up. Chart I have already posted over there on the trading view. Hope you guys have seen and hope you have hit the like. Okay, so it's still in a bearish trend and struggling, pushing lower. We are expecting it to rise aggressively and correct and reverse the trend. All right, so as long as price keep falling slowly to the downside, wait and watch. Don't jump into the market. Yeah, once price aggressively rise, form the first impulse, then start to buy. All right, and Aussie New Zealand dollar. Aussie New Zealand dollar is not tradable. Yeah, so at the moment, yeah, it's moving very slow. So we are expecting it to this kind of formation. Yeah, a flat formation and then go lower. And the Kiwi Chief. Kiwi Chief is also hitting the bottom. All right, so this flat formation to appear, okay, to go back up or correct and continue to go lower. So make sure you jump into the buy on the Kiwi once you're going to have a nice price action. All right, so this trend to break up, it's trying to push higher. Okay, this trend to break up, correct, go higher, correct, go higher. And Euro Chief, on Euro Chief, you are looking for price to hold that bottom and just reverse. All right, okay, hold that bottom and reverse. So it is pushing slowly lower. So let the price hit the bottom, and once price gonna hit that bottom, you are buyer over there on the Euro Chief. All right, so last time I was showing you buy there too, if you remember, Euro Chief. Okay, and there you got the platinum. All right, so platinum to keep pushing slowly lower and go higher. Okay, so this expanding triangle. All right, and copper is still pushing lower. Let the copper to hit the bottom. All right, we were expecting it to continue, it didn't. All right, so let it hit the bottom and then buy. All right, and UK oil. UK oil breakout, all right, to the break the trend. So currently, I mean, we are neutral at the current price because it can go both ways, all right. It can continue for one more up move like that, all right, this one more up move, okay, ABC move, that one more up move, or we can see correction, another correction over there at this area, and then one, I mean, continuation to the downside. All right, so currently we are, you know, neutral. As I said, we are neutral. We were expecting this to break out during the I mean during the week. We were buyer there, we were looking for buy there. Yeah, this next wave to happen. Yeah, price went up but did not continue. Yeah, and then turned into a bigger correction for one more drop. Yeah, and then we were expecting it to break the correction for one more drop. And similar analysis on the US oil. Okay, so US oil is also doing the same way. All right, so similar analysis on the US oil, nothing changed. All right, either corrected, continue to go lower, or break the ABC move and continue to go higher. All right, continue to go higher. Yeah, or correct. So make sure you understand the fundamentals before you trade on the oil. All right, because fundamentals move the oil. And natural gas going to be a buy again from the bottom. It is coming close to the bottom, and let the price hit the bottom, tag the bottom, and look for it to go into that direction. Simply buy from the bottom. All right. And on the equity market, We are bearish on the equity market as long as the trade war gonna stay there. We are bearish on the equity market. All right. So we are expecting a flat formation over there, guys. A flat formation over there. Okay, it to go back up and then continue to go lower. All right. So we are bearish on the equity market, specifically on the EU and the Euro indexes, and you can trade for short term for upside for next week. All right. Okay, so flat formation, that flat formation to complete and continue to go lower. Similar analysis on the on the S&P 500. All right, so com complete. Yeah, that it can change, guys. All right. Currently, we are bearish. We are bearish because of the fundamentals. All right. If fundamentals change, our view gonna be changed. All right. So you shouldn't be a longer term buyer on the equity market for upside. All right. You should trade care. You should be a buyer for short term only. All right. At the top. Okay, so we are expecting flat formation to happen and then continue to go lower. Okay, and then again longer term buy once price going to get back to the previous low. Okay, so same analysis on the US 30 or Dow Jones industrial averages. Flat formation, go down, and then again buy from the bottom. All right, short term buy going to be there on lower time frame on within that flat formation. All right, within that flat formation, price already moved away from that bottom, so make sure you trade with care. So UK 100 index is very much similar like the other. Yeah, this ABC move to form and continue to go lower. All right, this ABC move to complete. Yeah, this to complete and then drop. All right, and German 30 to also do that. All right, so complete the flat formation over there and continue to go lower. Okay, at this area, this flat formation, similar like the US major averages, and then drop. Okay, if it will change during the next week, I will update next week. All right, so same analysis on the German 30, same analysis on the US 2000. All right, and Nike also same analysis. All right, so flat formation and that to continue to go lower. Okay, now let's look at the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is still there where we have left it last week. It is still struggling. All right, at the top chart. I hope you guys have seen that. All right, so there is still possibility that the Bitcoin can go down for one more move, bearish move. All right, it can go down for one more bearish move. All right, so currently we are not expecting the bearish move. We are expecting it to just continue to go higher. It is struggling over there. It is to continue to go higher. Okay, that's what we are looking for. But don't rule out that one more drop. Okay, so continuation. So make sure you keep eye on the altcoins. All right, so altcoins are more important than the Bitcoin. If Bitcoin keeps pushing higher, altcoins have a lot of room to go higher. Okay, so Ethereum also same like last week, correct, like the previous one. All right, and continue to go higher. It is correcting. Same analysis on the dash. Okay, it is correcting, correct, and continue to go higher. All right, so correct and continue to go higher, and Monero also same, and yeah, same. You see that they are at the bottom, and Oita is also same, but Oita still can test the bottom. Oita can visit the 24 again. All right, Oita can visit the 24 again at this bottom, and buy. again from that bottom. Ripple also same. All right, Ripple took off, and Ripple still can visit the 25 or 30 area again at the bottom. All right, I think enough for this week, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this weekly market outlook. Yeah, we'll see you back again in another weekly market outlook next week. All right. Okay, so thank you. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you back again in another weekly market outlook next week. Until then, bye bye.